was funny. Okay, so here's for me one of the trying things during the filming of it, and here's what you don't see is, okay, the car, when you're filming in the car like that, you have the car sitting there, and then in front of the car is this big white scrim that you shoot light through, and then there's big black blankets blocking other lights, and other lights shining in, so it's full of all these metal stands, and there's people standing there, and the guy with the clicker thing, you know, clicking and all that. So it's, everybody else on the set is kind of disconnected. I have a set of headphones on, and a monitor, and then, because we were shooting outside, it was really bright, I had this big black blanket over my head, so my face is stuck in the monitor like that, you know, watching the scene, and I can hear it. Nobody else on the set can hear it, so they don't know what's going on in the car. Tyler, we rehearsed for about 8 weeks before we shot, because once again, when you're shooting in only 9 days, your actors have to show up, they have to know what they're doing. You can't be sitting on set and everybody's waiting for my actors and they're like, okay, so what's my motivation here? And what's my line again? You know, you can't have any of that. They gotta be able to step in, do their thing, step out, you know? So when my DP and my gaffer say, okay, set's ready, you know, we hop in, we do our scene, then we reset. Because like that scene, you know, we shoot from the front, then we come and we shoot Fiona's angle, then we come over and we shoot Tyler's angle, and then if we go and pick up any, you know, close-ups or anything like that. So what you see is shot like 4 different times, okay? Tyler, to me that was a very important scene for him to show his vulnerability in opening himself up to this girl for the first time and allow himself, because he's never shared this story, he's never opened himself up, and he's like, okay, I think I'm gonna take a chance on this girl, you know? And so we're shooting the scene and he's doing that, talking about his uncle, so I got my face in the monitor and I'm moved by it. So I start, you know, just snotting up, and I'm dripping snot out of my nose, and I'm go Tyler, go, you know, like that, you know. And so Tyler's crying, Fiona's crying. You know, I pull up the thing, I'm like, cut, that was beautiful, man, that was awesome, you know. And we're all crying, and he gets out, we're all hugging, you know. Anyway, it wasn't so much that the scene was that I was crying because he was talking about his uncle. For me, it was like, Tyler, you did it, you know. We worked on this for so long, and you pulled it off. You made it happen. I believed that you really lost your uncle, you know? And it's like, okay, reset, so everybody's wiping all their makeup off, redoing everything, let's move the camera around, you know? So it was funny, but the funny thing is when I come out and I'm crying, nobody else on the set can hear what they're doing, and they're all like looking at me like, what the heck is going on? And they're all hugging and snotting up and everything. What is the deal, you know? It was funny. But that was, to me, that was one of my favorite moments on set.